Hey guys, taking an updated look at Litecoin. Going to look at it both against the USDT as well as Bitcoin to try to gain some insight into what to expect in the near future. We've seen it fall down to a low of around 290 so far during this Bitcoin pullback. And I expect personally for Bitcoin to pull back to about 42. And from there, I think it's going to hold support and then bounce back up and start its run towards this all-time high again. And so, saying that, I believe Litecoin mirrors Bitcoin very closely, and it's going to also pull back, and it's going to pull back and hit this trend line, which it's done multiple times in the past. See, it goes up, overvalued against trend line, comes back to it. Up, overvalued, comes back. This has been a consistent pattern of just always coming back to the trend line. And so, what I expect to see happen here is that it will drop down to this trend line, hold the trend line or maybe a little bit below it, see like it did here, went a little bit below it to hit this support. But I don't believe it's going to go too far below it. So I kind of believe 265-ish is going to be a pretty strong support. 265. I don't believe it'll go much further past 265, if anything. I kind of want to see it hold around 270. That's kind of my prediction here. And maybe even a little bit higher, around 275, if this takes another couple of days to happen. But I believe after that, we're going to see a quick run up where I believe it's going to test this Fibonacci extension band, and it's going to get close to around 540. And that's where I believe it's going to end up. And the main reason why I believe that's where it's going to end up is because it kind of matches up with the old trend of 50 to 60% overvalued against the trend line being the top of each run up. And so what I'm also going to be looking for as it runs up is the RSI. And as the RSI gets above 75, I'm going to be looking to exit the position. And so let's look a little bit shorter term here. And in the shorter term, we're seeing it range between around 295 and 330. And I believe this is going to continue as long as Bitcoin continues to be weak. And I mean, this seems like a pretty strong resistance here. As you can see here, it played support, and resistance here. And so I believe it's going to stay in this range for as long as we're in this Bitcoin pullback. And again, here's where I'm looking to enter this trade. So now going to look at Bitcoin, we've seen it gaining strength against Bitcoin as it broke out of this range finally, came up here, retested it, created support, and now it's kind of consolidating into this little triangle here. And what I believe we're going to see happen here is after we get the Bitcoin pullback and it pulls back and hits 270 USD, I believe we're going to start bouncing out of this, and we're going to see this run up as well. And it's going to test this resistance, this upper resistance up here. And that's going to be part of the run we're going to see to get it overvalued against the trend line against USD. So I'm feeling pretty bullish on Litecoin in the more in the longer term. I think in the very short term, we do have a pullback coming to at least 280, in my opinion. So that's what I'm looking at with Litecoin, and I would love to hear your opinions in the comments. If you have any other coins you'd like me to take a look at, please let me know in the comments. Please do not forget to subscribe and follow, and I look forward to making you new videos soon. Take care, guys.